The Middle East has reached a tipping point that many feared would never come, as the thin line between targeted military strikes and all-out regional warfare effectively vanishes. What we are witnessing right now is not just an exchange of missiles, but a high-stakes information war where both Washington and Tehran are leveling the exact same grave accusation, that the other is using innocent civilians as human shields. As sirens wail over Doha and explosions rock the largest American military hub in the region, the narrative has shifted from tactical deterrence to a desperate, volatile confrontation where the rules of engagement are being rewritten in real time. To understand how we got to this precipice, we have to look at the specific nature of the allegations flying between the two capitals. Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesman Ismael Bagayi recently went public with a series of claims, backed by what he describes as video evidence, suggesting that American forces are launching strikes from residential zones in countries neighboring Iran. The implication from Tehran is clear. The US is intentionally embedding its offensive capabilities within civilian populations to deter an Iranian response. According to Bagayi, these aren't just isolated incidents. He alleges that US fighter jets are routinely violating neighboring airspaces to conduct hits on Iranian soil, a move Tehran claims has forced their hand into defensive retaliatory strikes against American bases. But the view from Washington tells a diametrically opposite story. US Central Command, or CENTCOM, has issued its own warnings, specifically telling civilians inside Iran to stay indoors because, they claim, the Iranian military is the one hiding behind its own people. Intelligence reports cited by the US military point to several major Iranian cities, Dezul, Isfahan, and Shiraz, as the specific launch sites for one-way attack drones and ballistic missiles. By operating out of these densely populated urban centers, Washington argues that Tehran is knowingly putting Iranian citizens in the line of fire to provide cover for their missile batteries. While this war of words intensifies, the physical conflict has found a terrifying new focal point: Al-Udeid Air Base in Qatar. As the largest US military installation in the entire Middle East, Al-Udeid is more than just a runway. It is the absolute nerve center of American power in the region. Recent unverified reports of loud explosions and sirens echoing through Doha suggest that this massive hub has come under direct fire. Since the death of Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei in previous strikes, Iran has made it clear that Al-Udeid is no longer off-limits. But why this specific base? To understand the gravity of an attack on Al-Udeid is to understand the architecture of modern air warfare. This facility houses between 8 and 10,000 American troops and features dual runways capable of launching everything from agile fighter jets to massive B-52 bombers. It isn't just a garage for planes. It is the home of the Combined Air Operations Center. Every mission over Iraq, Syria, and the Persian Gulf is coordinated from this single spot. By targeting Al-Udeid, Tehran isn't just trying to damage hardware. They are trying to sever the brain of US military operations in the Middle East. Geographically, the stakes couldn't be higher. Qatar sits just across the Persian Gulf from Iran, making Al-Udeid a constant, looming deterrent right on Tehran's doorstep. For the Iranian leadership, striking this base serves a dual purpose. It demonstrates that no American installation, no matter how large or sophisticated, is untouchable. And it creates immense political pressure on Washington by putting thousands of American lives at risk. As we see this play out, the diplomatic fallout is becoming just as strained as the military one. Early Monday, Qatar reported intercepting a fresh salvo of projectiles in its airspace, an escalation that has forced the Qatari government into a precarious balancing act. Prime Minister Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdul Rahman has been vocal about the huge shakeup to the trust that previously underpinned their relationship with Iran. While Qatar continues to call for de-escalation, the reality on the ground suggests that the window for a peaceful resolution is closing fast. This conflict has evolved far beyond a series of tit-for-tat strikes. We are now in a cycle where every action is justified as a retaliation, and every civilian area is viewed as a potential tactical shield. As both sides dig in, the risk of a miscalculation, or a direct hit on a high-value target like Al-Udeid, threatens to pull the entire region into a firestorm that neither side may be able to control. The question now isn't just who fired first, but who will have the resolve to stop before the entire Middle East is reshaped by the flames of this confrontation.